Common octopus. This species is the quintessential master of disguise. Found in tropical and temperate waters across the globe. It is renowned for its incredible intelligence and ability to blend into almost any background by changing both the color and texture of its skin within milliseconds. Primarily a nocturnal hunter, it feeds on crabs and mollusks, using its sharp beak to penetrate shells. Its widespread presence makes it the most studied octopus in scientific history, serving as the primary model for understanding cephalopod behavior. Giant Pacific octopus, reaching spans of over 20 feet. This is the largest octopus species in the world and inhabits the cold, oxygen-rich waters of the North Pacific. Its massive size allows it to hunt larger prey, including small sharks and birds that land on the water's surface. Despite their imposing scale, they are surprisingly shy creatures that prefer rocky dens deep on the ocean floor. They are particularly famous for their long lifespans compared to other species, though they still only live for about 3 to 5 years. Blue-ringed octopus. This small cephalopod is native to the tide pools and coral reefs of the Pacific and Indian Oceans. While it appears docile and measures only a few inches, it carries a neurotoxin thousands of times more powerful than cyanide. When threatened, its body displays vibrant, glowing blue rings as a final warning to predators. There is no known antivenom for its bite, making it one of the most dangerous animals in the marine world, despite its beautiful and delicate appearance. Mimic octopus. Discovered in the late 90s off the coast of Indonesia. This animal takes camouflage to an entirely different level by imitating other sea creatures. Instead of just matching a rock, it can contort its body and adjust its movement to resemble a sea snake, a lionfish, or even a flat-bottomed sole. It chooses which animal to impersonate based on the specific predator it is trying to scare away. This level of active deception is rare in the animal kingdom and showcases a highly developed form of environmental awareness. Dumbo Octopus. Named after the famous Disney elephant, this deep-sea dweller possesses ear-like fins that it uses to hover gracefully above the ocean floor. It lives at extreme depths of up to 13,000 feet, where sunlight never reaches and the pressure is immense. Because food is scarce in the abyss, it has evolved to swallow its prey whole rather than tearing it apart with a beak. Its gelatinous body and soft features help it survive the crushing weight of the deep ocean, where more rigid creatures would fail. Coconut octopus. This resourceful species is found in the western Pacific and is famous for its unique use of tools. It frequently searches for discarded coconut shells or seashells, which it carries beneath its body to use as a mobile fortress or a hiding spot. When it feels exposed, it pulls the shells together to completely encase itself in armor. This behavior is considered a landmark example of complex problem solving, as the octopus anticipates a future need for protection while traveling across open sand. Greater blanket octopus. This creature is defined by the massive, flowing webs of skin that trail behind the female, which can grow up to 6 feet in length. These blankets are used to intimidate predators by making the octopus look much larger than it actually is. And they can even be detached to distract a pursuer. In a strange biological twist, the males are tiny, often less than an inch long, and do not possess the signature cape. They spend their lives drifting in the open ocean, rarely coming near the sea floor. Seven-arm octopus. Despite its common name, this octopus actually has 8 arms like all others, but one is tucked away in a specialized pouch near its eye. It is one of the heaviest octopus species known to science, often found in the deep Atlantic and Pacific waters. Scientists have discovered that these giants often drift through the water while holding onto jellyfish, using the stinging tentacles of the jelly as a defensive weapon and a tool for catching food. This symbiotic or predatory relationship remains a fascinating subject of deep-sea research. Caribbean reef octopus. living among the colorful corals and seagrass beds of the Caribbean. This species is a master of rapid color transitions. It often appears in shades of blue and green to match the tropical waters. But it can turn dark brown or mottled in an instant. It is a highly active hunter that uses its arms to feel inside crevices for hidden fish and shrimp. Because it lives in high-traffic reef environments, it has evolved a very wary personality, rarely venturing far from its home crevice during daylight hours. Wonderpus Octopus. This strikingly patterned animal is often confused with the mimic octopus due to its long arms and bold white and brown markings. It is typically found in the shallow waters of the Indo-Pacific, appearing most active during the twilight hours of dusk and dawn. Each individual has a unique pattern of spots on its head, which researchers use to identify specific animals in the wild. It is highly prized by underwater photographers for its elegant movements and the dramatic way it flares its arms when disturbed.